Hello, everybody. All right, that was abrupt. Sorry. Hey, welcome to another exciting edition of Omnibros Live on a Thursday night. Tonight, we're going to talk some manga as we usually do on Thursdays, and I'm joined by the one of the official representatives for Inhuman Comics, and I'm so excited about that. And one of the best peeps around, DEI Harpy themselves. How you doing?
Doing good.
Love it. It's been a minute. Happy to have
Yeah.
the full crew here for some goofing and gaffing. My name's Gio, if you've never seen the show, but you've probably seen it. And tonight we got some first impressions, some funny takes on those first impressions. We got some omnibus solicitations for manga. We got some goofs, we got some gaffs, some hopeful hauls, a whole bunch of other cool stuff. So stick around and let's have some fun. Let's give a shout out to our sponsor while we're at it. That is InStockTrades.com, your home for collected editions. You get your trade paperback, hardcovers, manga, and so much more for great discounted prices that range from 35 to 55% off. Free shipping in the US at $50 or more. Loyalty discount adds an extra 2% discount. So if you make a week-by-week purchase, you get an extra 2% off. So that 50% off book now just became a 52% off book. You're not going to get that at the other websites. You get it at InStock Trades. Great packaging, wonderful customer service. That is IST. Let's share the page real quick. You can see here the current deals of the week, which we awkwardly shared last Monday. That was a lot of fun. And I think we got almost all of the discounted prices right. We might have been off
pretty
by
close.
like a percentage or two. Yeah. So
I'm
you got
pretty
that
sure we said
Yeah.
50% off for Legion at the very
yeah, that was,
least.
we were right on that. Yeah. Marvel, I was right. 46% off. That's what they usually do. Manga, I think I talked or mentioned it was a little bit lower than what this is. And Exo Manowar, I don't remember right now. Sorry. But here are your current deals of the week. If you want to find about the new ones before they go live on InStock Trades, Tuesdays at noon EST, you got to tune into the Monday show, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we're going to reveal those in that stream. So be sure to watch your new releases. We talked about it last week or last Monday, but there are a lot of Viz releases that dropped thanks to the Diamond's shenanigans, and of course, websites like these being a little bit backed up. But you get some of those books here as well that recently came out. Support InStock Trades, buy all the books, all that jazz. You know what to do. Shout out.
I will say I tried to do an order through Crunchyroll 2 days ago now, and Pink Candy Kiss and Volume 7 of Timon's B-side were already on back order. So,
Damn.
Wow. Oh, and real quick, sorry. There are new sales here. We talked about it on the show, Astro City and Marvel Masterworks, but they added a new one, Spotlight sale. Damn it, on DC Finest. So if you're missing any of the recently released DC Finest books, now's your opportunity to grab them. Some cool stuff here. Teen Titans, Gail Simone, Wonder Woman, JSA, Harley Quinn, Green Arrow, Longbow Hunters, I should say, for Green Arrow, Batgirl, Aquaman, of course. This is the best DC Finest book you can get. That's the one I have. That's my favorite. And everything else, I don't care. Buy that one. That's my Geo recommendation. So go check them out at IST.
Screw Batman.
Yeah, nobody needs that
fuck
guy.
Batman.
Thank you, everybody, for joining.
When are
Appreciate it.
when are the Inhumans going to get their own DC Finest?
2028 is what I heard on the rumor mill.
Sweet.
Thank you, everybody, for joining. How is everybody? We're doing all right, I think. Someone here got like super famous hosting panels. I'm not going to name who.
Oh shit!
But I would like to know about that experience.
It was amazing. Like, honestly, I was so surprised just how like supportive everyone was. It was
That's
crazy. Like I started and I was like, hey, if I sound nervous, it's because I am. This is the first time I've ever done it. And like people started cheering for me and I was like, oh my God, what is happening?
That's awesome.
Yeah, and then at the end, a lot of people came up and were interested to like talk to me, and a lot of people said it was really good, and I'm very proud of how it turned out. So
Did nobody bring up Apartment Man?
no one brought up Apartment
Kind of
Man.
a bitch. Okay.
No one brought it up. I was very sad.
Congoers, you failed me.
They
Jesus.
failed. No Apartment Man.
Should have put a slide with the cunty Apartment Man.
Yeah, just right at the
like
end.
an Easter egg. Flash it real quick. Like
Yeah,
what I do here.
subliminal messaging of, yeah, exactly.
Man, okay.
Just see if they're paying attention.
Gio, your giant Meryl arrived. I wasn't gonna say anything.
Oh my God!
But, yeah.
I didn't even see it. You've been sitting in front of me. What the fuck? Why don't I have one?
Dude, they're still like $6 on Amazon.
On the
What?
Bozo's website, this is on sale for $6. I highly recommend everybody get it.
Gio, I think mine might be bigger than yours.
Of course.
Yours looks bigger, Riley.
Okay,
Okay,
well,
so this is the 14-inch, and you got the
I think this is
something.
20. This is the 20-inch.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
You
Oh,
got
14-inch. 14-inch is $6.
You
Yeah,
got the
so-
big boy Meryl. I got the baby Meryl.
But I did also just order us another one, so we'll have a backup Meryl.
Okay.
Also,
sending-
This is what Carly sleeps on, because it's like
the blue mouse, or peekaboo, as the boomers here like to refer to him as.
she does like this in bed, and like
Right.
because it supports the neck.
That's so funny.
Let me find a picture of all of them together. Hold on. I don't know where I posted that. I think it was my Discord. Hold on.
I sent it to
So-
Zach, so hopefully I can get him to.
Oh, here it is. Got it.
I mean, it's only $6, so
Yeah. Yeah, that's the price of something. I don't know.
I
Get
heard him
it.
type.
These are on sale at the moment. I don't like to promote the Bozo's website, but you can get Meryl, Teddy Ors. I think Teddy Ors, Teddy Orsa is already sold out, or back to regular price. I'm not too sure. Bellybot, Fuecoco, and Clefairy. Different prices, but no more than $10 each. I wanted Meryl because he's Gen 2, and Heart Gold and Gold in general is my favorite Pokemon game. And I don't know. I wanted something.
yeah,
blue.
okay, so yeah, the Belly Bolt is $847. The Clefairy, I have the 14-inch Clefairy.
Oh, the Teddy Ursa!
And that one is $10 right now. The Clefairy is
Oh,
really
yeah,
nice.
nice.
It has wings and a tail.
I truly should not get into having little Pokemon stuffed animals. I will get way too many.
Do it for us.
I need. I feel like before I get crazy, I would need an Umbreon, and I would need a Minun, and I would need a
Right.
Pichu. Because those
Those
are like
aren't
my
out.
3.
Those aren't out yet, but they'll make them. They're too cute to pass up.
Yeah, those are the 3 that I would need.
For only $6 a day, you can give the gift of one Meryl to a Geo in need.
What about a Colleen in need?
There you go.
The Teddy Ursas are higher priced right now.
Damn.
But there's
Meryl.
Fuecoco is less than $10.
I love Fuecoco. I love all Crocs. Feraligatr is my favorite Pokemon. I'm a Croc boy, and I wanted Fuecoco, but I would prefer to get something rotund as Meryl because he's super cute and blue.
Do you wear Crocs?
There might be a random pair around here just for like yard work, but yeah.
I need to get Crocs. I keep thinking that They would be really comfy
Vaporeon
to
and
have.
Espeon. What are your guys' favorite evolution? I mean, you already said Umbreon, but
Umbreon, yeah. I mean, if prior to that, like my original favorite was Flareon.
oh, Flareon, nice.
Yeah, and then I
Rarely
loved
do we see
Umbreon.
that online. People saying Flareon.
Really?
Yeah, it's always between the original trio,
I think Vaporeon might be the most popular.
Yeah, that
Vaporeon,
makes
then
sense.
Jolteon, and then Flareon.
Really?
Because in the game, Flareon had the worst stats out of the three.
Oh, I just go by vibe, you know? And I always
Yeah.
thought Jolteon was the ugliest.
I switch between Jolteon, Jolteon, Leafeon, or Sylveon. Those are somewhere in
Sylveon
between the
is the
three.
one that looks like a magical girl, right?
Yeah,
Sylveon is the
I love her.
fairy type.
trans pride colors.
And she looks like a magical girl.
Absolutely.
She's I think of the originals, I was probably more for
Jolteon?
Jolteon
Yeah.
when the original games came out, but definitely like Umbreon and Espeon were my favorites after that. I was like, both of these are just way too cool of designs.
Umbreon is the coolest design, and I loved that you could get it based on the night, the time of day. I thought that
Mhm.
was so cool.
Yeah.
If you get Crocs, by the way, you could get some Naruto Crocs.
I don't want Naruto Crocs.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't.
Because that is the ninja way. Believe it.
Also, shiny Umbreon. I really
Growing
like.
up, this was the coolest card of all time. I'm sorry. That this was like I saw this growing
Oh
up.
God,
Like,
yeah,
Jolteon's amazing. Holy
I
crap.
loved that card.
That is so funny because I loved the Vaporeon card.
Let me find Vaporeon.
The Dark Vaporeon or just plain Vaporeon?
I would have to see because I don't remember if it was a certain one.
Probably the Dark Vaporeon is pretty famous. It's probably that one. Oh my god, these are super low res. Sorry. If anybody's tuning in for the manga, just hold on a minute. We're geeking out about Pokemon cards.
We have to have our like childhood series talk. We've
Yes.
had. I
Was it
don't
this
think it
one?
was that one. I think it was the original Vaporeon.
Vaporeon card original.
The Team Rocket set had a lot of my favorite card art.
Oh my god, low res. What the heck?
I also really like the Starmie one.
This
Yes. Oh, I love that one.
Yeah.
I just love the bubbles.
one? Vaporeon's like a mermaid, so I kind of I vibe with that. That's cool.
It's so cute.
Yeah. First edition. And TC. I should just go to TCG player, right? Sylveon. Like, how could you not love?
Cute.
How could you not love Sylveon? So cute. Your browser has lost connection. Am I
You're
having
still
audio
moving
issues?
around. No,
Can
you're
you
still
hear
good.
me?
Yeah.
Can you
I
hear
can-
me?
Yeah.
Okay, I just got a message about no audio. That was weird. So yeah, Sylveon. Heck yeah. Flareon. This was the original Flareon.
Oh, I love that one too because I love the colors in the background.
$15 card.
That's from the Legendary Collection set.
Yes.
So it's the one that's based on the original, but it's not.
The original
The
would
actual-
be somewhere in here. Where is it?
I'm getting gaslit. Is it the Flareon 8? Or the Dark Flareon right next to it? One of those looks familiar.
I don't know. I do like this one though. With
I was about to
blue.
say the full art. Blue's Flareon.
Blue.
I also liked the dog from the Gen 2 that was like
Snubble?
Houndoom.
Houndoom?
Houndoom was so cool.
The Dark Fire.
Yes.
Dude was edgy, but in a cool way. Like, heck yeah. Murder everybody. You need to, hold on. Houndoom has a card in TCG Pocket. It is the most demonic card of all time, and I love it. Let me show you. I am obsessed with that game. I'm currently playing ranked, and I'm almost at Ultra Ball level. So excited for that. Share. This is the Houndoom card.
Oh my god.
In the TCG game for mobile.
He does not look like that in Gen 2. He's cute.
And then this is the full art in game, but check out the regular card that you use is this one, which is even more apocalyptic.
That looks like it's from the Eclipse in Berserk.
Berserk or a Go Nagai feature or something like that. Yeah.
What was the first evolution of that?
Houndour.
I think I like that one more then because I think he was cuter.
Oh yeah, he's super cute. All the dog Pokemon are cute. I
still liked Houndoom a lot, but yeah, he had little teeth.
And you know his Mega Evolution? Have you seen it?
I don't know any of the like Mega whatever's the legendary evolutions. I don't know any of those.
Wait until you see this. This is some DBC type shit. This evolution.
Oh my god!
Mega
they gave
Houndoom.
him like a little Super Sentai.
Yes, he's Satan's dog now.
That's so
Nice.
funny.
Yeah.
They should have given him 2 extra heads. It could have been like a
Cerberus.
Geo just had a Pokemon card, obviously named Omnidog, and in blue. And in the blue crushed velvet shirt, what would be his HP, info, attack, etc. be? Oh wow. HP would be 120. Attack would be what's the attack from it's an attack that Meowth uses. I know I'm crossing over with dog and cat, but whatever. It's not Fury Swipe. Payday. It would be Payday.
Oh, yeah.
And his info would be, I don't know. I would have to look up a crazy Pokedex entry and give it to him.
Give him the what's his name, Slugma, that it's like he's hotter than the surface of the sun or something.
Right, yes. And Pokemon trainers just pick him up like it's nobody's business.
Oh my god. Who's Slugma?
Slugma? Ooh, okay.
Slugma nuts.
Yeah, there you go. You walked right into that one.
I was setting Riley up for it. I wanted him to make a Slugma joke.
Let me show you Slugma.
The video Steph sent me the other day, and it was like making a D&D character optimized for D's nuts jokes.
Oh my god,
So
yeah.
It was like it has to be a goblin so you can do goblin D's nuts.
Slug my nuts.
That's
Slug my nuts and roasting heat.
That's the character right there. With
Slugma
the
and Mag Cargo.
Mag Cargo. The Pokedex entry reads, let me check it out.
Magma nuts.
Entry.
Can magma these cargos.
Hold on. Where is it? It never sleeps. It has to keep moving because if it stopped, its magma body would cool and harden. Molten magma courses through Slugma's circulatory system. If this Pokemon is chilled, the magma cools and hardens. No. It is a species of Pokemon that lives in volcanic area. Okay. Common side. His body is made of molten magma. I can't find the thing, but I know it's in here somewhere. Are you sure it was Slugma? Body made of magma. If it doesn't keep moving, all I keep
maybe.
seeing is, yeah.
Oh, okay. So if it wasn't that, maybe it was Mag Cargo, but it might have been Cam Erupt.
Oh, okay. Camera up. I can see that. Let me check camera up.
Because one of them was like its body is hotter than the surface of the sun, or something like that.
Let's go to Bulbapedia, one of my favorite websites. He is a rock fire camel.
What if it was Bulbapedia and it was all about Bulby from Jimmy Neutron?
That would be a great April Fool's joke. People logged into Bulbapedia and it's not.
Slap, 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 clap, clap, clap.
Camera Up has a volcano inside its body. Magma of 18,000 degrees Fahrenheit courses through its body. Occasionally, the humps on this Pokemon's back erupt, spewing the superheated magma. The volcanoes on its back have a major eruption every 10 years or whenever it becomes really angry. It has volcanoes on its back. If magma builds up on its body, it shudders, then erupts violently. So yeah, don't get Camerupt angry. You wouldn't like him when he's angry.
Don't get him steamed.
One of my favorite entries is Spoink. Actually, thank you for bringing it up.
Realize that's a crazy name. It's literally a volcanic camel. And they just name it Camel Erupt.
Yep.
Do you know about Spoink?
Dragon Ball Z naming.
Spoink, do you know this one?
I've seen Spoink.
That's the one where if it stops bouncing, it dies, right?
Spoink bounces around on its tail. The shock of its bouncing makes its heart pump. As a result, this Pokemon cannot afford to stop bouncing. If it stops, its heart will stop.
That's crazy.
Yep. The shock of bouncing keeps its heart beating.
They're giving these Pokemon psychological torture.
Trauma. Yeah, basically. And my boy, Primeape. You know that Primeape has a new evolution, right? It's called Annihilate.
What?
You remember Primeape?
Yeah.
Okay,
Pokemon
so now he evolves into
Super
Annihilate.
Saiyan.
What the hell?
But check out the info on this guy.
It's like
when its anger rose beyond a critical point, this Pokemon gained power that is unfeathered by the limits of his physical body. It imbues its fist with the power of the rage that it kept hidden in its heart. Opponents struck by these imbued fists will be shattered to their core. Essentially, Primeape got so angry that he dies, and this is his ghost form, whatever, as Annihilate, and he's even angrier, Super Saiyan.
That was that was a Kagurabachi F line though.
Yeah.
The rage from his heart keeps him alive.
So now he's a fighting ghost type. So Primeape dies and is reborn as a fighting ghost, still angry at the world. But Primeape, he's one of my favorite. I love Primeape.
This rage will never die.
Yep. Dude's always angry. Respect.
Despite all this rage, he's still just a monkey in a cage.
Spoink is a name. Yeah. Also, there's this guy, Vanillite. Yeah. This is the craziest Pokemon. If you think
this
about
this one and the fucking lamp one,
but
and the chandelier one, and the key ones.
That has a purpose, and a lot of people like to trash those Pokemon, but they are Tsukumogami tools, everyday items that people have discarded, and they're imbued with a spirit inside. So they're based on Japanese yokai. But that did not translate over here. So when people saw like Electrode or Voltorb, they're like, oh, it's just a Pokeball. I'm like, yes, but no, there's a little bit more to it. Same with Klefki and Vanillite, which people eat in the Pokemon universe because this is just ice cream.
That's crazy. What?
Vanillite, the temperature of their breath is minus 58 degrees Fahrenheit. They create snow crystals, blah, 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 blah. The temperature of this Pokemon, blah, 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 blah. I thought there was a thing about it being like, so it evolves into Vanillish, which is this one, but crazier. And then Vanillux, which is a double scoop with the little straw, wafer straw.
Gio, have you ever watched the video of Brian David Gilbert trying to decipher which Pokemon would be the best to eat?
I think so, yeah.
Such a good video.
Hey, they're Slowpoke. People eat their tails. That was a plot in Gen 2, Gold and Silver. My beloved Slowpoke.
They ate him.
People would cut up the tail, and Team Rocket was illegally supplying the demand of Slowpoke tails in the Johto region.
Pokemon goes wild sometimes.
I know. That's one of the many reasons that I love this franchise to death. It's my favorite video game. So incredibly slow and dopey. It takes 5 seconds for it to feel pain when under attack. Can you imagine?
Wish that were me.
Although slow, it is skilled at fishing with its tail. Yeah, that's how it evolves into Slowbro.
That's how you get a good picture of him in Pokemon Snap.
Yeah. Have you played the new Pokemon Snap? The sequel?
I haven't. And I kind of forgot that it existed too.
Gorgeous,
I wanted
beautiful,
to play.
Beautiful game. I want you to play it. It's a gorgeous game.
What is it on?
Switch.
It is on the Switch? Okay.
Yeah. Highly recommend it.
We'll be able to play it. Because I definitely wanted to. The new Pokemon Snap.
Oh, yeah, I have that.
Well, good for you. I don't. Riley.
My mommy got it for me for Christmas.
Oh, good for you. Your mom loves you.
Oh, wait. Damn it. I missed the opportunity to play the thing. Damn it. There we go.
Nerd.
Good for you.
Omnidog has the ability to spot and consume massive amount of cheesecake covers. Okay. Weakness. Habitually falls behind in chat. Yes. Easily distracted by vanilla caramel fudge ice cream. Love it. Yes. I will let Jess know about this, and he's gonna love it.
I think I'm worse at falling behind in the chat than Jess is, because whenever I'm in charge, I just don't even look.
Out of all the
I don't
Omnibros,
fucking care about chat.
There you go.
I think one of the streams, I literally told people, like, I'm sorry, I can't. Like, I'm not. Like, I warned people at the beginning, like, I'm not looking at the chat. Sorry, guys.
I'm not doing this, actually.
I'm the one that keeps up with the chat the most, especially on Mondays. New Pokemon Snap is super fun, incredibly chill. It is such a chill game. I love it. And the thing was, when it came out, I was very upset because my boy for Alligator was not there, and I was like fuming, like, what the hell? It's a heavily Johto inspired thing because Meganium's in the cover, or whatever his name is. And where is he? So they did a content update, and they added the Totodile line in the most beautiful way in Jungle River scene where you have to chase after him in the river. It's super cool.
They heard your plight.
Yes.
Now, if only Marvel could do the same for the Inhumans.
No, it's too difficult of a task.
Only Kodansha could do the same for Chihaya Fuguru.
Imagine if they... Wait. Are there any of the Inhumans? There's not an Inhuman in Rivals, is there? Or did they have Medusa in there?
No, they don't have Medusa. No.
Well, then imagine if they added at least one Inhuman in Rivals, and then like people would immediately be like, "Oh my god, this is the greatest character that ever lived."
I think it should be Medusa with the hair powers.
Yeah, like her hair going out and like grabbing people and whipping people.
Yeah.
and that's how you get the in humans omnibus because
Yeah.
Because people would
because
say, like,
everyone loves it.
holy crap, this character is amazing. She's a badass, which she is. She's a queen for a reason. And they would be like, Marvel, why aren't you doing anything with the Inhumans? They're like, oh, wait a minute, let's put an omnibus together. And then I would love to have Very Fine Condition announce that omnibus after so many smack talks and putting me down with that freaking book. To have him announce it will be icing on the cake. I would be so happy.
What if he had you guest for the video?
Oh,
and
I
you
would,
came in and you were
I would
like-
ruin his fan base because I would be so annoyingly excited. Medusa's a red hair, and Marvel Rivals seems to love blonde characters. Yeah, because they have Magic. Emma Frost just came out. Who else is there?
Eddie
Sue
Brock.
Storm, Eddie Brock, Sue Storm. But they have a freaking Squirrel Girl. She's
Yeah,
is she a redhead? She's a redhead.
yeah, I think she has red hair.
I love
Squirrel
playing a
Girl.
Squirrel Girl. She's awesome.
Kicks nuts and eats kicks butts and eats nuts.
That's
I
hilarious.
thought you were going to say she eats squirrels. I'm like, damn, that's dark.
She kicks
That's how
nuts
she
and
got her
eats
power.
butts.
Only thing Marvel I'm surprised is I don't have is X-Force like Kyle and Yost, which makes no sense. A lot of things don't make sense, Warren.
Weirdly enough, I saw the X, I saw the Kyle, and I saw the Y, and I was like, "Are they putting Kyle XY in a Marvel rival?"
I think that one's just one of those like they know it'll sell, so they're just like, we'll do it at some point.
Yo, that's gonna be expensive. I have a clip of Omar saying he will fly Geo to his house for the Inhumans Omnibus announcement video. That's expensive. I'd rather just do a Zoom call. Okay. Geo, did you? Maybe that's why he doesn't want to announce it because it's too expensive. I'm like, I'm not gonna fly this guy out. Geo, did you see the Crystal Lockjaw action figures? I want them, but they're pricey for what it is. It's like close to $90 for 2 figures. I can't. I don't know. I'm not at that level where I can just throw $90 around for.
They
figures.
could, if they want to add a blonde, they could add Crystal.
Yes, Crystal. She has control of the elements. That'd be great.
And
Let
then
me show
they
Crystal
could
here.
Add Lockjaw because people like Jeff the Shark or Jeff the Land Shark.
And he'd be a teleporting dog. He would assist players throughout the thing. Let me look at how amazing this set looks. No, you can't see it. Hold on. We are way off topic, but that's okay. I love it. These are my favorite streams.
Oh my god.
This is Lockjaw. He's a teleporting inhuman dog.
That's just a dog.
Yes, but he has a fork tune in his forehead, which activates his power, and he teleports wherever he wants on anywhere, really. So the royal family, that's the royal pet, and they use him as a transportation mechanism across the world.
What the heck?
And Crystal, she is Medusa's sister, and she is the princess of the Inhumans royal family. She has control over the 4 elements, and is also a badass. Look at that. Let's go. I need these figures. I have Black Bolt. I have Medusa. I need to get these 2, and I need to get Karnak as well. I'm just behind on my toy collecting. Sorry, I have failed you, friends.
That dog is so funny to me.
Honestly, all of the major Inhumans characters would make good additions in that game.
Think about Black Bolt with his sonic powers. Kyle XY never got a proper ending. Is that the show about?
That's
the
where he
alien?
doesn't have a belly button.
Belly button.
I figured that was
Like the only thing people know about that show. He didn't have a belly button.
Oh boy, I remember that now. So, going a little bit on topic, did you guys haul anything interesting you want to show the peeps? Any manga that people should, or Colleen, any con halls or something?
So there wasn't like the vendors at C2E2 this year sucked, which sucked
Oh,
because
that's
I was fully expecting to have an amazing haul like last time when I
Yeah.
went with Riley. But there was absolutely nothing. So the only stuff I got was from the Artist Alley, and I don't have any of that on me right now. So
wait. I got it. I got you. Vendors.
yeah,
Ooh.
boo. There was like one really overpriced anime like DVD seller.
Ooh.
Like Fushigi Yugi season 1 was like $60.
Oh,
And
for
I'm
the
like,
DVD?
yeah. And I
Damn.
was like, what the hell? This is fucking insane.
No, don't say
And they had like some manga in the corner, but it was all like old Tokyo Pop shit that like no one really cares about. And that was it. Everything else was comics. There was like 5 comic places and only one place, which is just that little corner with the books in it, where we were really selling manga. Nothing, no one else was. So that was a bummer.
Oh my god. Inhumans are the shoujo beat of the Marvel universe.
That's why we get along so well, Gio, because we understand each other.
There's that synergy happening. I love it.
Yeah.
That's good.
The only thing I have hauled is I bought this for my latest video. It is a 60s shoujo fashion art book, essentially. So
Nice.
it's just a bunch of different artists, shoujo artists, and fashion from manga in the 60s.
That's awesome.
Yeah. The color pages in this are so cool.
I gotta admit, I don't want to upset anybody, but can you go back to the previous drawing?
Was it
That one girl with her head bag kind of freaked me out a little bit. I'm sorry. She looked like an alien.
Was it this one?
No, the other page. Sorry, my bad. The other one. I think she was blonde.
Is it this one?
Yes. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
but
this one does look a little freaky.
it's kind of like a gray alien type vibe.
Her neck.
Yeah, I think it's the neck and just the angle at which her head
Yeah.
is tilted up.
If she had abducted somebody, I wouldn't be surprised.
So my favorite one in this was going through Kitajima Yoko, who I've never seen any of her work before, but her illustrations are so fun.
Oh, that's cool.
These
Very
were like
sassy.
my favorite ones to look at. They were just, oh wait, wrong way. Hold on. They were just so cute. Very charming.
Yeah. That has way much, like more personality than the other drawings.
Yeah, it's like kind of like Betty Boopish.
Right.
A little more childlike, obviously, but
That's cute.
and then I'll show these because these were my favorite. These were fun.
Boom,
Anyway,
boom,
very cool book.
boom.
It came with little like cutout cards as well.
Oh, look at that. Wait,
These were
hold on. Let
fun.
me zoom in. Sorry, my bad.
Ooh,
Hey, look at that.
it's like
So you can
different
dress them up.
outfits.
Well, you could back in the day, not now.
Yeah.
Nice.
And that's basically all I have.
Nice. Art book is cute. You know, Riley, did you haul anything?
I have some of not this week's new releases, but last week's new releases,
It's okay.
as well as one early book from Square, Dragon and Chameleon Volume 3. This one's been really good so far. It's like manga creators in a competition, but the main idea from the first volume was like 2 creators switch spots. One was like a rookie and the other one a veteran, and they're like souls or minds like swapped into each other's bodies. So now the veteran has to like reprove himself as a rookie, and then the rookie is just kind of like able to coast off of his the the veterans' experience and whatnot. And but at the same time, like if he turns in bad work, then obviously people are going to judge that. So it's an interesting concept, and it entered into like kind of a competition with a bunch of young manga creators right now, and that's what's happening in the series as of this
That's with
volume.
Square Enix, right?
Yeah, Square Enix, Dragon and Chameleon, Volume 3. It should go on sale, I think, next month.
I will say,
and then
you are too hip to be squared.
yes,
Buttons.
from Viz, which is most of what I have here, got Beyblade X Volume 2,
Nice.
with the artwork from Posca Demizu, and written by the creator of Kake Gurui, Compulsive Gambler. From
They also gamble in that book with the Beyblades.
yeah.
If you
I
think
Want to
about
Do Bad Things with You, Shonen Sunday. The first of the 2-volume Kaiju number 8 spin-off, B-Sides. The other spin-off is also coming in the future. And then volume 11 of Akane Banashi. And then I'm reading right now, the Magic the Gathering, Destroy All Humans. They Can't Be Regenerated. And this one, each of the volumes first printing comes with a card.
Yeah, look at that. Nice.
Duress. Not that I know anything about Magic the Gathering, but
if we buy enough of these volumes, we can build a deck with cards.
Yeah. And then from Kodansha, I've got the Blue Lock episode Nagi Volume 3, the spin-off series, and then Fall in Love, You False Angels Volume 2. So that's my haul, and also coincidentally, this is my entire to-read list, or to-read pile right now, because I cleared everything off.
Let's go.
Look at you. So productive. Wow. I didn't haul anything. I have one box of manga that's missing somewhere out in the world. I don't know when it'll arrive. I thought it was going to arrive today. It didn't. Instead, I got this guy. So, trade-off. But I've been busy all week, and I haven't been able to post a video, but I am doing a first impressions video on... Mansect. This book's disgusting.
Like the name.
Like I'm all in for horror and stuff, but as I was flipping through it, because I already I filmed the overview of me going through each page before, and then before doing the voiceover stuff, and then I put the two together. I need to put a not safe for work tag on the video and warn people ahead of time, because there's some nasty shit in this book. Like, can I? Yeah, I can show it. Whatever. Look at that. I didn't pay to see intestines in a manga, but here we are. And now you saw that too. So here we go. And there's more. Like there's this guy. This guy's kind of freaky and nasty. I mean, the story's fun for a 70s horror gem or whatever, but gross. Can I show this? I mean, it's fine. We'll probably get dinged for the macabre content or whatever it's called. Look at that. This frog monster's eating a lady. And those are her legs coming out of its mouth or whatever. I don't know what's happening here, but apparently Koga Shinichi is a fan of this weird nonsense.
I can't tell what's going on either, so I doubt that you guys will get anything.
So I do like the fact that we get a colored extra here at the end with the original cover and biography. This is my first smudge book, and I made a point in the video. I've already talked about it, but whatever. I'll say it again. They put the credits here for their previous releases. So this is their third manga release. I don't know if I want to go for a complete set. That's going to cost money, and I don't want to spend on extra books, but I'll probably do that. And I also read, there you go, Kindio Rock, which is for the video as well, with the vampire cheeks. So I have to censor that as well. What the hell? This whole video that I'm making has to be heavily censored. I'm sorry. the book opens with a vampire sex scene. I can't show that without warning people. And good God, right? I don't know how you put up with these books, Riley, but I hate the binding on this thing so much.
Yeah,
It
it
is
was
so
painful.
annoying. Like
When I was reading through, I had like 5, I think, maybe more Alien books at the same time that I read through all in one go, and like it was so terrible on my hands.
and sometimes the translation on this book isn't the best. Some phrases and sentences are just off, but most of the time it's fine. Whatever. So that, and I also read this thing for that video, Super Ball Girls #1. All right. This was an experience. I didn't know what I was getting into, but Riley said it best. This is anime ecchi gremlins.
Yeah.
But,
That's from the prison school author, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So this one has like naked ball girls in here. Okay, cool, whatever. But it has a disgusting side character that's into eating chocolate. And the dental work on this idiot is the stuff of nightmares. And I want all of you to suffer as well. This is horrific. Hold on. Because they make a damn point about the dental work in this manga for some reason. I don't know. Look at this guy.
Ew!
Shut up, Dream Killer. And he's made to look like an alien. Look at how oval his face is. Like a gray alien. And then a couple pages later, or actually the next page, sorry. We see her and they make a point to highlight her teeth. That's
I
cute.
don't like when manga have really
No.
detailed teeth. It
No.
is one of, and that is my only pet peeve about She Loves to Cook, She Loves to Eat. The teeth are way too detailed in that. And every time they're like showing them take a bite and you like see, I don't like it. It's gross.
Sorry.
It's weird.
Sorry.
That's my favorite, and I will only read books with detailed teeth.
Something
And
about it just makes me
in
think of like
humans.
like smut manga. Like detailed teeth, I'm just like, that's like a smut manga thing.
All right. And I don't know, but it's a fun whatever book. So yeah, that's what's happening in Geoland. Thank you, everybody. When will that video be out? I have no idea, but hopefully I'll work on it tomorrow or the weekend. I also hate people eating. I don't want to see people eating in most books or movies, like close-ups of people eating. I hate it.
Yeah,
Not interested.
you would
Super
love the
Ball Girls
substance.
Wacky. Gio, if you flip through the pages quickly, you will hear Ocean Man play.
Apartment Man?
That's a reference to something, but I'm blanking on it. I'm sorry, Matt.
Apartment Man.
If you can explain it to me like I'm a child, I would be thankful, because I am a child. Like Gannibal discussed it. I mean, no, Gannibal's disturbing, and none of you should read Gannibal. Also, the Kickstarter thing, that's a whole nother controversy from what I've seen. But it's gross, as in like there's an animal that's being dismembered, and there's people turning into like freakish humanoid insects. Think like The Fly and that level of body horror. And also Super Ball Girls goes into the body horror. I was not expecting that at all. I thought it was going to be a charming, whimsical ecchi manga about this guy finding out a ball girl and like, okay, cool. But it goes places towards the end of that first volume. What the hell? Anyways. Let's see. Looking forward to Dragon and Chameleon. My cards are staying sealed in the manga. That's probably a good idea. They might be worth something later. If it's a first edition with the sealed thing in the back. What's worse, Pink Creepy Marshmallow Man or Mansect? Mansect. The Marshmallow. Colleen, do you know about the Marshmallow Man?
I shared it in our Discord.
It's the giant head, like Humpty Dumpty, but he's pink with a bowl cut and like super disheveled eyes or whatever.
I think I would have to see it again. I'm not remembering.
Hold on. Freaky. What was it? Creepy and freaky manga. There we go. Let's see. Creepy. Oh yeah, let's go. Where is it? Oh, wait a minute. I need to go to Manga Plus. Damn it. Come on now. So we talked about this on the show. Let me share my screen again. Sorry, folks. Content warning. You're going to get freaked out. Creepy, freaky. Here it is.
Oh!
Hold on.
Because I remember Riley sending it and saying, first Apartment Man and then this or whatever.
Here it is. I mean, that'd be kind of fun to see in real life. You're walking through the woods and you meet this guy or this thing.
Got hit with the Beatles haircut.
And it goes into the shoulders and arms. There it is. Look at that. Let's go. So I need to read the newest chapter. I keep forgetting to do that.
He said, "Would you like to see an octopus's garden with me?"
Apparently, Gannibal is Disney plus Japan. Disney Plus. Disney
Plus in Japan.
Oh, in Japan's biggest live action show. Gannibal has a live action show?
Yeah.
Did not know that. Yours Dragons, thank you for joining. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. I love Gannibal.
I don't think Gannibal is gross enough.
It is gross.
I feel like they could turn it up a little bit.
By simply existing, it is gross.
Spud Boy. Next Thursday's tier list of the most detailed teeth in manga. I could come up with a list. Sure. It's on Hulu. What? Wait, where's Jess? Where is it? Wait. Really? Never mind. I'm not going to play it. But you get the idea. What the hell? Are the Kickstarters out for Gannibal, or what was the issue with that one? Because I know people are upset.
I have no idea. I just have the paperbacks.
You have the paperback? Can you show one of them if you have them? Oh, look at you. That's gross, dude.
He's just still got a little drool.
Nah, that's gross. What is that? Is that an eye? Is that a man?
Yeah, it's like
the reflection.
An eye, and there's like this is the reflection in that person's eye.
What if that guy?
Someone.
What if he only wants a kiss? He's not gonna eat him. He just wants a smooch.
Yeah, it's no big deal.
They got me here, Sonny.
There's this guy.
Oh, what did I highlight? Oh my god. I don't like that. I'd rather read the Mansec book with the creepy bugs. I'll be honest with you.
Oh, here's some teeth.
Huh.
And the spit too. Why did you, Gio?
Sorry. My bad.
Gio.
My bad. So speaking of books that are coming out, let's go into our first topic. We got some Omnibus releases. Now, all of you know about these already, but we haven't talked about them technically on the show. So
they weren't officially announced until like today anyway.
Right. So Kana confirms the release, even though it's already up for pre-order on certain websites, the City Hunter and Cat's Eye Omnibus editions. Abrams Comic Arts Kana, imprint confirmed with ANN on Thursday that it has licensed both of these titles. City Hunter will launch in a deluxe omnibus edition containing the first 3 volumes of the original manga, First Omni release will include 6 pages of full-colored inserts. This first volume will release... What? Jesus, who redacted this? First Omnibus will release on September 9th for $26.99. The book will have 582 pages in paperback with a dust jacket. Pre-order is on the website. I'm going to take a look at that real quick. This is the most boring website, by the way.
At
No
least they
cover.
put something up. When I've looked on the Abrams website before, I couldn't even find anything like any of their manga listed.
The era-defining manga phenomenon finally arrives in a gorgeous deluxe English language omnibus. I think like they released just a handful of books and they're already jumping into omnibus deluxe edition territory. Like, calm down, everybody. The source of multiple anime series, blah blah blah. City Hunter is beloved. Okay, cool. Contains the first 3 volumes. The omnibus will be a prize for a collector's shelf. I'll determine that myself, buddy. All right.
I'll be the judge of that.
Yeah.
Is it
James
going
Bond is
to be floppy like their other releases, except like 3 times as thick?
3 times the floppiness, baby, for $27. I wish it was another publisher. I don't know about
Yeah,
what's the
I
gimmick with
was
the publisher?
so the gimmick is that they fucking suck. I was
God.
so excited about the actual like release because I've been wanting City Hunter and Cat's Eye both for such a long time. I have the
Blu-rays?
old I do. I have all the Blu-rays. I have the old manga City Hunter from Raijin Comics.
Mm-hmm.
Do I have those right here?
You do. They're over there.
No,
I don't know. I don't know.
They're in the other room. They're in the actual library.
Can you imagine? I'm like, yeah, over there at the bottom shelf.
Yeah, just turn your camera around. Yeah, right there at the top corner.
But I've been hoping this would happen for such a long time. And then when people like last week sent me and tagged me in the posts about it, I was like, holy shit, that's awesome. Why does it have to be Kana? Like this is
They've
so
only
bad.
released Eden of Witches, Silence, Space Punch, Manhole, Volume 2. Okay, I guess, whatever. And Scars, Leviathan, Manhole.
Luckily,
So-
they haven't released anything I care about yet, so I have not had to deal with whatever their printing quality is.
So this, like we mentioned, first 3 volumes, beautifully printed and packed with all of the original art, including a 6-page full-color insert. Cool. So that is City Hunter, but the fun doesn't end here. They are also releasing Cat's Eye Deluxe Omnibus Editions, also September 9th. The first Omnibus release will include the first 3 volumes of the original manga. The release will have 16 full-color insert pages and 48 pages of 2-color inserts. The paperback release will have 602 total pages and a dust jacket for $27. Pre-order is over here at the website. So that's nice. How many
The price,
total? How many volumes total will there be for these Omnis to collect the whole
Cat's Eye,
thing? Sorry.
I think Cat's Eye would be like 6.
Someone in the chat said 6. Oh, James in the chat said 6.
Yeah, it should be, yeah, because there's 18 volumes, and then the other should be like around 10. I don't remember how many volumes total. 35, so it'll be like 12 volumes.
Right. 12 volumes. Jesus.
The price is really good. I'll say that like openly.
Are they going to commit to 12 omnibus editions of this thing? Okay.
The price that they have on their single volumes, these like Eden of Witches and Manhole are $12.99.
Witches.
And then the larger trim Leviathan is $14.99. Now they do all have dust jackets, so if it's the same exact quality as these, it's going to be, a really thin dust jacket, really thin covers, really thin paper. I don't know what the trim size is going to be. They keep saying deluxe, so I want to assume it'll probably be the oversized trim.
We can find
But
out.
I'm concerned about, like, those are not cheap licenses. Like, that's not something that, like, there's a reason why no one else has just licensed these books.
You would think, yeah, it would
So
have happened by now, but they're expensive.
so it causes me concern because Kana has no marketing presence whatsoever.
Nope.
Like, I follow the Kana account on, like, their socials, and I don't
I
think
didn't
on
even know
Twitter,
they
like,
had one.
they barely ever post anything.
Does this
They
help?
never
Sorry to interrupt. Does this help? The product dimensions?
that is, I think that is the same trim size as Leviathan. So they're going to be oversized. So the price is good. Admittedly, a very good price for something that big from a small publisher. But that also causes pause because it's like, how, like, their margins are going to be really small on these books as far as profits go, and I don't know how they can keep that up for as many volumes as it's going to take. And I'm just very concerned that it's not going to fully work out, especially, like, the way that things are going to might go
The Dark Horse
in the future.
omnibuses I can already tell you, Josh, that the Dark Horse Omnis will beat whatever this is every day of the week. I have no faith in this release. Yes, it'll come out. People will be interested, but there's not going to be any marketing for this. And the audience that would be excited to get these classic series in their on their shelf, they're not going to know about it because this company has no presence whatsoever online.
I guarantee you, if I was to make a video, which I mean, I will make videos talking about this in the future, but when I make videos, I guarantee you there's going to be every single video where I mention these books, people saying, what? I had no idea this was even coming out.
Exactly.
Because Kana is not, they don't have any marketing. And I really hope they change that. It's just like, for the company that back when they first announced that Kana was teaming with Abrams, they
that's funny.
For the company that back when they first announced the team up with Abrams, for how, like, they were talking, like, all big about, like, oh, we're gonna do this, that, and this, and we're gonna blah 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 blah. They're not really putting much effort behind what they're doing, and them getting a big license like this, an exciting license like this, it just causes more concern than I don't have confidence, and it causes more concern than excitement, which is unfortunate.
Right. I will try and grab these. I don't think it'll be available at many websites, so I'll probably just get it from the bozos, I guess.
I will absolutely grab them. I've seen Kana books on Barnes and Noble, and
I don't have
at Alibris.
I don't have that either.
I don't remember if they're on Crunchy or not, but
probably not. If they're going to be on the bozos, I'll get them. I'll bite the bullet. Whatever.
Okay, they are on Crunchy.
They are. Oh,
so you can also order their books on Crunchyroll. So they do sell at a lot of the bigger retailers and stuff. So I wouldn't be too concerned about them just not being available.
Unfortunately, our sponsor does not carry Kana manga.
Yeah,
books.
not yet, at least.
Not yet. They will eventually. I'm sure of it.
But they carry Abrams books because they've carried, like, the Fantastic Four Full Circle or whatever. Was that the title of the one?
Yes, Full Circle, I think. Yeah. We'll see. The other thing I wanted to chat about while we're here is this manga. Did you guys happen to read this first chapter?
I did during the beginning of the show.
Okay. This is called GGG by Junichi Kabuto. And I don't know what I was getting myself into with this. I did not read what it was about. I just saw the criticism of it online and I thought it was hilarious. I'm like, oh, I'm going to talk about that because that is funny. So before I do the whole thing and goof on it, GGG, is that how, I guess that's how you're supposed to pronounce it. GGG. We follow Dentor, who works at a nursing home where a man of legend is rumored to be. But it turns out he's actually a promising young talent making waves in the mafia. Dentor's assignment is to infiltrate the nursing home where the legendary assassin Omega is in hiding and snatch the $100 million bounty. What do you think of this one?
It's
Right.
set in the Omegaverse.
It's part of the Omegaverse.
I didn't think too much of it. I feel like we have a lot of different series right now that are like, oh, there's this assassin or this hitman in this situation or this type of thing, and it feels like kind of a geriatric ripoff of Sakamoto Days.
Yes.
Um,
So, yeah, go ahead.
and it just, I don't know, it just didn't really excite me when I was reading it at all. Like it just, we have a lot of things that are like it but better, so there was no point in this. But also, and I know you're going to touch on this, the lettering was awful.
Oh my God. Yes. The lettering, I think, is one of the worst I've ever seen in modern manga publishing. Manga
I
Plus
can't
should be
wait.
ashamed.
Yay!
They should be ashamed because this is god awful. Holy guacamole. So, long story short, what I think about GGG, not GG, this was all right at best, but it was goofy enough that I went with it, especially having the legendary assassin be this old guy that you're seeing here on the cover. At first, I thought it was an old lady, which would have been even better, but it's an old gentleman. And the red-haired kid, he is posing as a worker there at the home, but he's in fact looking to collect a bounty, killing off this legendary assassin, the Omega. He's that badass that they have to list him with the Greek alphabet. It's like the hurricane season. Once we run out of names, we use the Greek alphabet. So that's how powerful this guy is. And he doesn't believe it at first because the clues don't match up. And this guy, this young kid, he is missing a family. He's an orphan, I would assume. And he's trying to get into this mafia family. And they promise him that if he does the contract kill or whatever, he will be an official part of the family. So he's really excited about that because it comes from a warm place of wanting to belong. And we've all felt that at some point. And it takes this mission for him to realize that family can come from the least expected places. And as he's taking care of these old people in this retirement center, he takes a liking to them. The old people love him there, and that was very sweet. He downplays this old guy, and he's actually assassin and doesn't believe him at first. And at the end of the first chapter, hijinks ensue, pretty predictable stuff. We see the old man in action, and it was the most hilarious nonsense I've read in a while because he's fighting off mobsters with guns while on his wheelchair and kicking ass all the way. I'm like, hell yeah, dude. I don't know what's happening, but I'm rooting for you. So that's sort of in a nutshell what GGG is all about. Like all of you have mentioned, and in the chat as well, it's pretty Sakamoto Days inspired, but I don't know. I found it a little charming. I appreciated the scene where the main character finds his calling, finds his home with the elderly and taking care of them and wanting to to, or realizing that they shouldn't kill these guys and they should leave them alone, and wanting to help them. Towards the end of the book, they get the idea for him to be the official caretaker of the new home center. So I thought that was pretty funny. Let me show you what's not funny about this is the lettering, which is the stuff of nightmares. You're going to see some things here that don't match. This is how you don't do lettering. The man was a legend, and now 40 years later, the legend is apparently in a nursing home. An uncanny presence lurks in the peaceful atmosphere. And I am the one. I am Omega. This looks to me like a scanlation that was officially uploaded as a official product.
Not even scans look like this.
The main character of the story. So this is the old guy. I'm Omega. Nice to meet you. He doesn't believe him at first, but what I like the scene here with Omega knowing full well that this guy, he knows who he is, and he can't. The guy can't believe it. That's the old man would immediately know. His cover is blown pretty quickly, so it's all janky right there. But it keeps getting worse and worse the more you read it. Holy crap. He's not the caregiver of the elderly. Look at the font in the first square here, and then in the bottom, it's different. And then in the third one, it's a different. These are 3 different lettering font jobs here. Well done. Look at this, baby. Let's go, dude. You want me to infiltrate the nursing home? Okay. If you find Omega, I'll welcome you into the family. Prove you're worthy for me to call you my son. You know that's going to end up badly. Family. This is Fast and the Furious tie-in. So yeah, this is highly inconsistent and a horrible job. I do think Manga Plus should be a little embarrassed. Yeah. And these are the old guys over here. Let me show you some of the action. He doesn't think that the old guy is the assassin, but he actually is. And the old people decide to throw a party, a Christmas party, and celebrate their friend. Bip and Bob to the music. Anything goes. This one's pretty crowded right here with the font. Hey, Pete, Merry Christmas. And they play, where is it? They play video games. I want to assume this is either a PlayStation 1. No, it's too thick. Maybe like a Sega Saturn or something like that. I want it to be a retro console that they're playing. Or this is in the future and this is the Switch 2. These old people, they got money. Retirement money. Watching movies is just like family. So yeah, that's GGG. I think the font and the lettering is atrocious, but that could be me. What do you guys think?
No, it's bad.
It's horrible.
It's not just like the random fonts that are not good for manga at all, but like
it's not cohesive.
The terrible placement
italic
within the bubbles. Like they're getting way too close to the edges of the bubbles. They're not centered correctly on most of the speech bubbles. It's just bad.
They're randomly changing fonts, and now it's in italic. And now we're back to this.
The closest I could compare this to, like, I think Tales of the Tendo Family is actually almost better than this, but it's about as bad. as the lettering in Tales of the Tendo Family.
Look at that. There's a lot of space here.
This is like 2003 Shonen Jump Viz Media releases.
Also, this word balloon made me laugh because it's literally coming out of his tooth. Finish him. That's not that's on the artist's fault. It shouldn't be there. It should be a little bit more to the side, I think.
I think even just a circle would have been fine. Instead of putting the thing to make it look like his tooth is talking.
Look at this. From this font and then into this thicker one. Time to die, you worthless piece of something. And okay, lettering aside, this is awesome. I love this scene. You got an old crazy guy fighting in a wheelchair. Let's go, dude. Scroll down a little bit more. There we go. I'm a legend, you know. Look at that. You don't see this every day. He's dabbing on the haters and killing them and crushing their feet with the wheels. I don't know what he's doing, but it's working. Look at that. Bam, kakunk. And he has a Gatling gun in.
Wait a minute.
Just randomly.
Bam.
Okay, Michael Jackson.
A Gatling gun. Nighty night, Omega. I'll bury you and shit on your grave. Look, he's riding the wall. This is Mario Kart World right here. That's happening. What the hell? It's a shame that the lettering sucks. And he punches the guy.
We have tank chair at home.
Right.
I don't need this.
I'm waiting right here. He's yelling. The thing is, right, if you do like super large lettering and font, it's like they're supposed to be screaming at the top of their lungs saying this.
Yeah, it feels too aggressive.
I'm waiting right here. You're waiting for who? Guys in our line of work always die alone. And then all of a sudden, yeah. Chris, what do you say? Give us Omega. So yeah, I don't think I'm going to continue reading it, but I did appreciate seeing the old guy fighting in a wheelchair and just owning everybody. That was awesome. Omega is here. Do I get insurance? Full coverage. I'm in, baby. What if this doesn't end up getting canceled and it lasts for like 100 chapters and it gets an anime adaptation and people love it? And then we were the original haters on this.
I lose all faith in everything.
So if you do want to read it, by any chance, you can do so for free at Manga Plus. There you go.
I don't recommend this to anyone.
Do we know this creator, Junichi Kabuto? I've never heard of him. Is he a friend of the show or an enemy of the show?
He's an enemy of the show now.
Let me double check.
But he had a one shot.
I wondered who tackled
one shot called Aliens.
Okay. I wondered who tackled that translation. That's interesting. Anywho, that's GGG. If you guys are interested, you can check it out.
I hope it gets canceled.
The old guy kind of looks
this
like the old
is
guy
the last. I hope this is the last chapter.
You know what? This could have been a one shot, and that's it. Like a quirky story of this old guy in a wheelchair fighting, and that's it. Do you really need a multi-layered, multiple chapter story about this duo? I don't know.
I think you could easily just read Sakamoto
Sakamoto
Days,
Days.
and Tank Chair, and you'll be fine.
Right. Here's a playlist. Girl Meets Rock.
That one they said was going to have a special announcement soon.
Getting an anime, but you can listen to the songs already. They made actual songs for the band. That's pretty cool. I can't play it because we're gonna get claimed to hell and back. But yeah, there was a new one that I wanted to check out, but it turned out to be a sports manga, and like, no, thank you. Also, Witch Watch finally started, and I really enjoy the anime. It's a lot of fun.
Still haven't watched episode 2, but I enjoyed episode 1.
Everybody's
I still
so
haven't
fun and
watched
bubbly. I love it.
I haven't watched episode 1, but I enjoyed the manga when I was reading it.
Yeah. Episode 2, they make some really funny Shonen Jump references to other manga, which I appreciated. Suddenly they were talking about Dragon Ball. I'm like, all right, okay, cool.
When Shonen Jump has a gag manga, that's my shit.
What else is in here that I want to mention real quick? Where is it? Others, new. This one. This is a new one, but it turned out to be about soccer. I'm like, I don't do soccer. Thank you very much. So I'll pass. The cover looked cute, but it's not for me. That morning when I dribbled past you was the moment when I fell in love.
The
So-
lonely soccer girl.
There's that one. And I don't know if you guys want me to read this. Chat, do you want me to read this? This one? I'm interested, but I don't know. Love is overkill.
More Milky Way.
Meets Swarm Milwaukee. A genius scientist
That's even
at
worse.
Death-like prison, otherwise known as Dead End Prison. S'more has been grinding away nonstop with research and work, leaving her little chance to fall in love. However, one fateful day, when the executed assassin known as Painkiller is brought into her lab, S'more accidentally uses her secret elixir on him.
I wrote better character names when I was in like middle school.
I like her hair. Like, I wish I could rock that. That'd be fun.
It's Riley's favorite.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You know what this guy looks like? This is when you're doodling anime characters for the first time in your notebook and you're in school and you think like, oh, this is my character. I'm gonna make him. So chat, you
I
guys
need to give him
wanna-
an eye patch.
Yes.
He'd be cool if he had an eye patch.
Back in my day, a scar over the eye was cool, but I guess an eye patch works. There's that one, and the other one that I wanted to talk about briefly is I don't read the one shots. I don't care, because then I'll get hooked on it, and then I'll find out that that's it. It's over.
When I was reading the first volume of Boruto Shippuden a week or two ago, they gave Boruto a scar on his eye, and then like one of the other characters in the first volume also had a scar on the other eye, and I was just like, he had like Boruto had it on one eye, and the other guy had it on the other eye, so they were like the opposites.
Got it. Land of Monsters is better.
But I was that book, like Boruto, was one of the worst written series. Like that first volume of Two Blue Vortex was just awful.
They should just end it. They should end that franchise.
Yeah, I don't know what
it's already run its course.
I'm like, dude, it feels like it's written by a teenager doing Naruto fanfic.
But is it Kishimoto doing that?
I think he started writing it. He's not drawing it, but I think he started writing. So I'm like, bro.
Oh.
But I mean, like, I should know he stopped being good at writing like before he even finished Naruto, so that makes sense.
There you go.
And people on literally, I think I complained about this exact thing before, but on Twitter all the time, you'll see people who just keep kind of moving the goalpost about Boruto, and they're like, oh man, when this chapter gets animated or when this comes out, whatever, like it's just gonna break the internet. Like everyone's gonna go crazy, and they're gonna see that Boruto is actually peak. And then I eventually come around and read the part that they're talking about, and I'm like, this sucks. What are they talking? Like the series has sucked since the beginning, and it still sucks now.
You know what it did like was the Boruto movie, the very first one, because that was self-contained, and we didn't know we were going to get a full damn series. I thought that was fun. I like that.
That was
Everything
I think
afterwards.
the one that was the movie was based, I think, on the single volume that they did. It was like Naruto the something something, and it was like chapters 700.1 to 700.10 or something like that.
We see a little bit of the dynamic, and we see them fighting in the Chunin exam, and they end up the big fight because something happens, and that's it. And
it's just a fun little like, oh yeah, this is where the world goes after the end of the series.
Exactly.
And
we
then,
didn't need a
and
full
then they
series.
expand on it, and it's so lame because like every single one of the characters, it's like, this is the daughter of so and so, or this is the son of so and so, and they're all exactly like their parents. Like they are exactly like one of their parents, every single one of them. So there's like no originality in what these characters are. And
Is
I know
this
like
Bleach? What's happening here? Sorry.
it wishes. I know like the argument would be like, oh well, like they're all from different clans, so of course they. I was like, no, like personality wise, powers wise, everything. It's like that. It's just lazy. It's extremely lazy, and then it's just terribly written at the same time.
This is them wishing for the story to end.
For the sweet release.
Yes.
Please let it end. But I'm pretty sure this is supposed to go like two Blue Vortex.
My girl! That's my girl though!
Is probably gonna be another like 20 volumes itself, just like the first part.
This girl has the coolest design though. I love her.
What is her name?
I have no idea.
Riley, you're the
Nobody knows.
Boruto expert.
Yeah, and I don't know what the fuck her name is.
We talked about her once recently though.
Yeah, I think I told you like no.
You just told me no. I was like, who's this girl? I love her. No.
Like,
we do not talk about Boruto.
Like, okay, sorry. Yeah, this is very edgy content.
I'm sure Boruto still wants to kill you.
Like I love the original series, but I don't know, this ain't it for me. I don't need to read any of this.
See, guess whose daughter that is?
Oh, what was his name? Choji?
Yeah, it's Choji's daughter, and she has the exact same power as Choji.
I'd be embarrassed. Not for her, but for all the kids in general. Like, oh, we're after our parents? That's lame.
Is her power like to be a balloon?
Choji was able to like increase his size, like fatten himself up and stuff, and then he would get skinny and whatnot.
Like Mr. Fantastic,
he was like
not as bright.
He was like fat shaming the character because they would make fun of him for being big, and then he got skinny, and everyone was like, "Oh my god, you're hot."
And he had the butterfly attack, which people
and he would eat constantly have a bag of chips. She does the same thing. There's like no originality, and there's knockoff Frieza.
Frieza. No, this is SNM Frieza.
SNM Frieza
with Rammstein playing in the background.
It's a Nana and Karu version of Frieza.
Du hast, baby.
I was gonna do that.
Du hast mich.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening here. If there are Boruto fans watching this show, I'm so sorry. You can leave a dislike. That's okay.
So yeah, we're gonna get so many dislikes now from the Boruto fan.
Yeah, look, there are 3 Friezas. Okay,
it's Frieza, Cooler, and their brother refrigerator.
Yeah. Outdoor freezer. Because you get your freezer inside the house with the cooler
Oh,
refrigerator.
Boruto's here.
Yo, he's got a sword,
Yay.
bro. Bro,
Deep
he's got a sword.
freezer.
And he's got
Boruto just looks
hands.
like Naruto.
Yeah, he's just like his dad. He would hate it if you tell him that.
I've seen the clip.
Look at that. Dude's like, damn.
This
This
is
is-
supposed to be like, oh my god, he looks so cool as an adult, but it's like, go away, dude.
I'm gonna say something mean. This is what Kagurabachi fans think they look like when they support the manga. Like that. Edge, bro. I don't
Don't
like
let the
it.
Bachi Bros hear you.
Boruto. Like that was supposed to be the big reveal, like him showing up at the end of the first chapter post time skip.
In Spanish, his name sounds even worse. Boruto. It's like you're saying bruto, which is dumb, stupid. I hate it.
Which is this manga.
I mean,
that-
it's literally Bolt.
It's Bolt. Yeah, it's supposed to be a Bolt.
Bolt.
I actually prefer Bolt the super dog over this Bolt.
Maybe I'm a hater, but I think it's deserving of the hate. So whatever.
So two blue vortex. This is the Shippuden to the Boruto thing,
Yeah.
right? Okay.
Yeah.
Great, gotcha. Whatever. So that is number 2. Number 1's Chainsaw Man, and then followed by One Piece, Don, Spy Family, Kaiju number 8, Sakamoto. We know that. Oh, look at that, creepy and
Creepy
freaky.
and freaky.
Number 8, Kagurabachi. Ugh, okay. Martian Crown, War of the Adults, which we talked about last week. That was a lot of fun. Ichi the Witch. I have not kept up with it. Centuria is still happening. Blue Box. GGG. Look at that. Number 15. Rudy Dragon. Rudy Dragon is a million times better than GGG. Come on now.
Oh, I
Drama
did
Queen.
finally read the first volume of Rudy Dragon. It's very enjoyable.
Yay. Let's go.
It's cute. I liked it.
Yeah. Look, she's got bat wings. Yay.
She's just like, I'm a dragon? And they're like, yeah.
Okay.
Her mom's like, yeah, your dad's a dragon, so you're a half dragon. Like, oh, okay.
Yep. She's already getting figures. I think she has a Nendoroid coming up. And I wouldn't, I don't know, this probably will get an anime at some point, and I could see them making like a pop-up parade. That could be fun. So yeah. So Mom, check this out. What are those? Don't start with yikes. I woke up with them. So that's when she finds out that she's a dragon.
Your
Because her mom
completely nonchalant.
her mom got freaky with a dragon dude. Because she's a halfling, right? She's a half thing, but she gets most of her genes from her dad. So now she's turning into a dragon thingamajig. I don't know. But anyways, what else is popular here? I don't know. A bunch of one shots. I don't care about those. Oh yeah, the final book that I wanted to ask the chat, and we can end it with this. Should I check out Shinobi? There we go. Sorry.
A newbie shinobi.
This is a ninja manga. Ryo is a shinobi. That is a shinobi living, in the modern world. A shinobi of sorts. All of the ninjutsu and ninja tools of the current era at her immediate disposal and are considerably more high-tech than before. However, it seems as though her senior partner, Igarashi, has learned how to use real ninjutsu through the long-forgotten traditional training methods of the old shinobi. The stage unfolds for a romantic comedy of two shinobi working in a modern world. Should I read this? Kane says, nah. So, I'm good.
Or should you read Michan wants to be kept?
The premise of that is really creepy. And I'm not easily disturbed by stuff. Because she's a cat, and she turns into a girl, lady, person.
Yep.
And is the point that is it the point that the main character is going to commit bestiality because he's going to fall in love with
You guys do this every time. She's a shapeshifter. Are you committing bestiality with Beast Boy if he's in human form? No. He's just a shapeshifter. You guys did this the last time with that smut manga where the guy is a Doberman and he turns into a person. And I read it, and he's literally just a person who can turn into a dog. It's not fucking.
I hate to ruin
guess,
it for everybody, but that's what I immediately thought. I don't know. I'm like, what? This is weird.
I guess we found the defender in the chat.
Yeah. Did you think I wasn't the one who reads fucking furry manga?
We both, Gio and I are both furry freaks for reading Beastars.
Yeah, but you know what? You guys aren't real furry lovers because you're saying that shape-shifting counts.
I don't know.
The argument for the dog one was because like it was a dog.
What was the name of that one?
I don't remember, but the issue
moon loving.
Oh, right. Okay, let me look it up.
The issue was, as far as I recall, it made it seem as if it is a dog becoming a human, therefore keeps the mentality of the dog. And I have the same issues with that as I would with being like, this is a technically an adult, but has the mind of a child. I would have the same issue with that.
I think most of the ones well, obviously I haven't read that one, but like the one that I'm talking about, he's just a guy who can turn into a dog. Like his family is like, they shapeshift into dogs.
Well, maybe they should have thought about that first.
So what? People who shapeshift into animals don't deserve love.
Exactly.
They're just people like you and me, but they can shapeshift into animals. Yeah,
I mean,
loving Moondog.
It doesn't help when you have covers like this, you know.
He's got a collar and leash on.
He's literally a person who just can turn into a dog.
Or maybe
he is a regular guy.
He's literally just a dog who can turn into a person.
What the hell's happening here?
Human man.
What is happening?
The premise of this one is just that she works as a dog groomer, so like dogs love her.
Are you guys anti-werewolf romance then?
Yeah,
I like werewolves.
Werewolf, they're not able to control that.
Also, a werewolf wants to literally eat you, or at least rip your head off, and then just pass on the curse. So,
you guys are no fun.
I know.
Yeah. What about the Swan Princess and Beauty and the Beast? You guys are losers.
Yeah, Beauty and the Beast. He was a human, and this guy's
a human. He literally just turns into a dog. Mentality. She doesn't fuck the dog.
Then why are they going doggy style on that cover?
Because he's a guy. Does that look like a dog in the cover?
Why is he?
Fight you.
Why is he wearing?
Because if he doesn't wear
into leather pup play?
No, like, if he doesn't wear the collar, he turns into the dog.
Why is he naked? And she's
not. If he doesn't wear the collar, because when he changes, he loses his clothes. What the fuck? What are we doing here?
I don't know about that.
You guys are doing this on fucking purpose.
Oh no! Wait! He has clothing. Okay, sorry, my bad. Look at that.
If they're just like, if they wanted to make a character into like pup play and like leather play, that's fine. He didn't have to be a dog.
One woman's life has changed forever when she meets a man who truly has that dog in him. Turned upside down with a Doberman she rescues one night. Suddenly turns into a hunky guy. This dog man is on the prowl for a mate and chooses Rika, and he's not holding back his horn dog desire. Can Rika resist his puppy eyes, or will she be caught in his leash of love? Akira is a handsome man who just happens to turn into a handsome dog. That's kind of sus. And it's the only reason that Rika, dog groomer, will let him live with her. But when her coworker suddenly visits, Rika panics. Saki's brought something for Rika and her new pet, but will she figure out Akira's secret?
He is technically a handsome dog. Dobermans are very handsome. They're very refined.
Which brings back the topic of Houndoom and Houndour, which are based on Doberman.
There you go. See, this is just a guy who can turn into Houndoom. Now do you think it's cool?
Yeah. Akira can be both dog and man, and much to Rika's frustration, Akira has been going out every night as a human. Whenever he gets home, the boundaries she set between them are put to the test. She's at her wit's end, and there's only one person she can reach out to, Akira's brother. And then Rika's relationship with Akira, a man who could become a dog, is changing. Rika tries to ignore the shift, and when Akira kisses her goodnight, she pretends to be asleep. Full of feelings she can't control, Rika digs into Akira's lineage only to discover hidden secrets. Oh boy. There are already 4 books out of this series. How long is this?
I actually don't know, but I think it might still be going.
Wow, it's not long enough.
Yeah, this needs 100 volumes. So I can just rub it in your fucking faces.
It ended last year. It's 12 volumes.
Hell yeah.
And a sequel manga is being planned.
Hell yeah.
And Colleen also supports other disgusting dog-human relationship series.
Hell yeah!
Like this,
Hell yeah!
I would never
never read this.
This disgusting.
Opens it, starts to read
it.
What?
Yeah, what the fuck? Do you guys have something against fucking Fruits Basket?
No, I don't. I like Fruits Basket.
See?
Disgusting.
Wait a minute.
He's holding her hand.
Can you show the hands? Because I think they are pretty wild and crazy.
Yeah, it is
I don't like
insane.
That.
It's a little insane that the hands are hands.
That's like the teeth earlier with the guy at the chocolate factory. I don't vibe with that. It's kind of creepy. That's like
his fingers are really long.
They needed to make those more furry.
So this manga's Mature Fruits Basket. Which one? The that one?
Oh, I think they were talking about the dog one. The moon-loving dog.
Dog-loving moon.
Now Josh is upset because I was pushing Timu Wheelchair Omega, whatever.
Yeah, and you guys were coming at me.
And I bet you also support disgusting stuff like The Great Snake's Bride.
I haven't read it yet.
Where she sure.
No, I haven't.
She literally, of course you would want to read something gross like she fucking a snake.
Like she fucking a snake.
Like she fucking look how big that snake is.
That's a phallic looking snake.
Yeah, it is. It's also got a phallic looking snake penis that it uses to fuck a lady.
Oh my god, this is such a quotable episode. Damn.
I love defending my furry freaks.
The snake is okay. I'm not gonna read these comments, but I'm gonna highlight them. Yes, they are handsome. I grew up with them.
See?
Gross.
What about the Blue Dog High School Romance one?
Yeah.
Oh, this was before Riley did the Uno card and like, bam. Okay. It sounds like Nickelodeon's 100 Deeds for Eddie. I don't know this one.
I thought for a second it was this, but then I remembered it was a cat and a lizard.
Well, that's just 2 animals.
And a lizard.
That's just 2 animals.
Gross.
Why do they need clothing if they got fur?
Why do you people have such disgusting series on your shelves?
They are.
This conversation was not on my bingo board. Sorry. Also, Gio, you have all those monster manga, but okay, I'll shut up. Do I have? I don't have. No, actually, there's no evidence whatsoever that I have monster manga. So
look at that, making out with a giant snake god. That's the type of shit that you You like that, Colleen?
We are gonna get demonetized so hard. Let's go, baby. Black's Head is another go. Black, yeah, all right, okay, all right. This is the stream where everyone gets canceled simultaneously.
How would you get canceled just for liking furry stuff? What is there to be canceled for?
Right.
Nothing.
I just read Black's Hat last month. It was so good. That's one of my favorite indie comics of all time. I love it.
So I'm trying to find
Warren.
other.
We lost Warren. Sorry.
Who cares?
Trying to
Goodbye,
find
Warren.
Goodbye.
other smut and bestiality on my shelves real quick.
Oh,
I mean,
Jake.
other smut and bestiality that Colleen has read.
Somebody put that. That's fantastic.
I can't think of anyone because Kiss with a Cat doesn't have a physical release.
I'm sorry, I can't get
I'm
behind. Snake's
sure Colleen likes.
No, I hate that
Darwin.
one.
Oh,
Gross.
I took him out of the stream.
Yeah, get out of
I'm good.
here.
I'm good. I will
Oh,
not
man.
have human Z's up on this stream. Okay. You're back.
Human Z lover.
That is disgusting. And the fact that they're doing an anime out of it, ugh, I'm not gonna watch. I don't care.
He's gonna be swinging around.
I'm not joking. Gannibal and Darwin's Incident could care less for those books.
I know I got some worse stuff in here. I'm just trying to find it.
Let's see if I missed any comments. He wears the collar because it's sexy. All right, okay.
And because
I'll-
it keeps him a human.
I'll concede to that. He's a skinwalker. That's how the story ends.
More like a
Skinwalkers
fur
are
walker.
Colleen sold me on Loving Moondog. There you go.
Hell yeah. I don't even
Love
know
and
if I
smut
like.
are two different things. Yeah, that's true. Oh, sorry. Woo. Do you ever read the detective? What's the name of that one, Josh? Before we go, I do want to check it out. You told me about that before, but I forget so many things. Let's go. All right. How do you feel
I don't
about
know. I know I've got worse in here.
Alchemist? That is horrendous. Helsing has a lot of SM tones. Inuyasha as well. Hot Paprika. There you go.
Yeah, what do you feel about Inuyasha? He's part.
There was that whole sit command that was used way too much.
Yeah, see? And that was more dog-like than the dog man.
Sid boy. Speaking of undertones, let's remind everybody that we do have a sponsor. What a segue. InStockTrades.com, your home for collected editions. You get your Omnibus, trade paperback, hardcovers, manga, and more for great discounted prices. Free shipping in the US at $50 or more. And there's that loyalty discount, which adds an extra 2% discount to your order. You make it on a week-by-week basis. Great packaging, wonderful customer service. Only when you visit and shop at InStockTrades.com. Shout out. Also, at some point during the month of April, it should be real soon. Wink, wink. It's probably going to be next week, so stay tuned. You will be in the running for a $50 gift card. All you got to do is show up. Could be on a Monday, Thursday, Friday. Hang out with us, and we'll pick out a winner towards the end from that chat. So stay tuned. That gift card is courtesy of our sponsor, InStockTrades.com. Yeah. Vote Inhumans. What you got cooking up when you're not here with us?
I'm making a video about bestiality manga.
I'm featured in it.
No, I since I put out earlier this morning my April manga buyer's guide video. I'm gonna be probably in the next week or so working slowly at putting together the like all the license announcements from the past 3 months thing. I think it's all going to be one big video, so it might be like an hour long, but I'm going to try and put that together, and have that out hopefully next week, just by the end of the month, knock on wood. So that'll probably be the next thing, but I don't know. I'll do something with bestiality at some point, I guess.
Oh my god.
Just for me.
New watchers are gonna be so confused with this stream.
They're like, I'm not tuning in for this ever again. They badmouthed Boruto. Fuck them.
Right. Everything else
They
is cool, whatever.
badmouth Boruto and they love furries.
Terrible.
DI Harpy, what you got cooking up?
Not much. Not this week. Oh well, no, I have a couple things. I'm literally wearing one of the things. New merch.
Hey, look at that.
New merch coming
James,
tomorrow.
You got that link?
That's my YouTube.
Here's
You can find my merch
the-
on there. I have not started the video yet, but I do have plans to do a video about Betsuma magazine next in my list of shoujo magazines that I
Hey, there we go.
cover. Thank you. And yeah, other than that, I don't have any other plans. Find me on YouTube, find me on Blue Sky, Twitter, Instagram. Merch comes out tomorrow. Got a lot of cool stuff.
You got a
Gio,
new
where
drop.
can they find you?
It's a new drop.
I got a new drop. I got a new drop.
Colleen, were you able to record your panel?
No.
You missed. Everybody missed it.
Yeah.
It'll
There
never
it's-
happen again.
It's not easy to make that happen.
Yeah. I don't know why. It was very stupid, but you could not record, so
They
I
should
wasn't
give
gonna
you that
mess
option.
with
I
it.
think.
Yeah, I saw something saying that you could like request, but I was just like, it's not. I'll just do the panel other places if it goes
Right.
well, and it went well. So I might go other places. If you want me to go to a con, you can request guests to conventions. So just go to a website of whatever con is in your area, and maybe if you request me, they'll comp me and I can come and do a panel.
Let's do an Omnibros convention.
That would be
and
so fun.
We'll book you, and we'll play Mario Kart and Super Smash Brothers.
No, it would be so fun if we could do a live podcast episode
Yes,
Oh my
that would
God.
be great.
for a panel. That'd be so
I-
fun.
Can you imagine?
Yelling about bestiality manga live.
Hell yeah!
And then slowly the people at the back start.
They just start
Leaving, exiting.
screaming out.
Omnibros live.
Okay.
That'd be great.
Add Costco. Yes, that's very important.
With the
Such
Costco
an
guys.
interesting, stream tonight. Not bad, not good, just interesting. On that note, have an amazing weekend. I always appreciate Kane's sincerity. Thank you so much. Thank you for putting up with us. Panel 1. What Costco dishes go well with your B word?
The chocolate chunk cookie.
Chicken
No.
bake.
Me dog
A
clips.
chicken bake. Of course we're going to try the new chicken bake.
Here's my channel. Yes, this is my channel. If you want to check it out, I should be talking about Mansect soon. That's gonna be weird. And you can join my Discord. That's where you can find me if you want to chat. A lot of the people in the chat here are on the Discord. So and everybody here on this panel. So if you want to hang out, go join. It's free to join. So that is going to be it. Thank you to everybody in the chat. Thank you to our sponsor, Stock Trades. Thank you to everybody watching later. We'll be Omnibros will return tomorrow for another stream that will be less intense than this one, and then we'll be back on Monday for some hauls, previews, reads, and all that good stuff. And then next Thursday we do it all over again with a manga stream. So thank you all. Have a great night. Have a great weekend. Happy Easter to everybody. God bless. Stay safe out there. We will catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching. Hit the like, comment, share the video, play it on a retirement center as you're taking care of the old people, like we did with this
Subscribe.
manga, GGG. Do that. That should be fun.